Hello, 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 Lagos. Hello, Nigeria. It is such a big pleasure to be behind the driving seat of the safety train this beautiful but rather wet Tuesday afternoon. My name remains Fayo Williams, your safety Amazon, and I am not alone. As usual, I have guests with me, and I have a delectable lady this afternoon to discuss the topic, the silent face. Why menopause awareness is a workplace safety issue. You heard it right, man. You would say, last time Safety Amazon was here, it was about the girl child. Now it's about the woman. Men, okay, I'll feature something for the men in the coming weeks. But for now, we need to look at menopause, that natural stage of every woman's life, yet it remains one of the least discussed topics in the workplace. In fact, they don't even send. They don't know. They don't even think of the effect on the workforce. So with me today, I have a pharmacist, wellness strategist, broadcaster, and founder of Menopause Support Initiative, Nigeria's leading platform for menopause advocacy and care. With 23 plus years of professional experience and her own early menopause journey, she turned personal pain into purpose to ensure no woman walks through this alone. Through MSI, that is the Menopause Support Initiative, Mosumola has built a one-stop hub offering health checks, personalized coaching, walking clubs, pharmacy support, and webinars that have reached thousands of women. She authored Menopause Unfiltered and hosts Menopause Unveiled with Mosumola. This is Nigeria's first radio show on menopause. She is a Lagos Business School alumna and media postgraduate. Lagos, join me in welcoming Mosumola Dosunmu.
I'm glad to be here, and thank you very, very much for inviting me to this lovely program.
You're very, very welcome. We're happy to have you. And we always say, well, just greet my people in a language that they understand, any language at all. Just greet them. I'm
from Ijebu, so I greet all my Ijebu people.
Oh, that is awesome. Awesome. Thank you very much. So we'll go straight on to the questions so that we can get the maximum out of you in terms of information and to raise this awareness today. What exactly is menopause, and why is it important to talk about it in the context of the workplace? I thought this is just something you put under your cupboard, that people hide, so to say. Because Kosarubungana, me, I'm very young. I'm still 16, so don't look at me in that way at all. Hey, I want to know what exactly menopause is and why is it important to talk about it in the context of the workplace.
Menopause is a natural phase. Mm-hmm. It is inevitable. Every woman must go through it, whether you like it or not. You don't. So menopause in the workplace is all about preventing harm, protecting well-being, and promoting equity. People don't like to talk about menopause because they feel that it's a private thing.
Yes.
Menopause is not private. It's not a society thing. Everybody must talk about it. Whether you're in the office, whether you're at home, with your children, with your office, in the family, with your husband, everybody must learn about menopause. So it's no more a health issue. It's not a private thing. For the workplace, it is a great concern. And that's why we're talking about it. Why? Because you see, there's more than 64 signs and symptoms of menopause.
64?
Yes. Let's give a very life scenario. A woman whose body system starts to change at 40, 45. She works in the bank and she doesn't know anything about menopause. Overnight, she goes through hot flashes. She's unable to sleep. She wakes up cranky. In the morning, she wakes up, the whole of her body is aching.
Wow.
And then she gets to the office. She has not had a good night's sleep. And when she gets to the office and she sees queue of clients coming to withdraw money, and then she starts being cranky. Overwhelmed, cranky, irritable. And right there, she's feeling sleepy.
Again?
Because she has not slept overnight.
Oh my gosh.
How do we handle this? And she doesn't even have an understanding of what menopause is. From day to day, as time goes on, she starts falling sick. She feels she's sick. She feels somebody is after her.
Or is it the village people, maybe? She can even think it's village people that are after her.
Yes, that's what most people think. But you see, because she lacks knowledge, she won't be able to handle the so-called 64 signs and symptoms. And that is one of the reasons why we must continually talk about it, so that our productivity level does not drop.
Thank you very much. Mosumola Dosumu has been touching on something that we hardly speak about. She's been uncovering the truths related to menopausal women in the place of work after a very cranky night, arriving at the office, being overwhelmed by the customer workload, so to say. And of course, there might be some unforced errors here and there. So it is important for you to call in if you would like to ask a question from Mosumola Dosumu. Let me give you the numbers: 0809 9120777. You can also send a WhatsApp message to that line. In the alternative, you can dial 091 5387 7127. You get to ask Mosumola Dosumu, the initiator and founder of Menopause Support Initiative, a direct question about the symptoms, any of these 64 symptoms. I didn't realize we had such a wide range that could be affecting you at work. So we've spoken about the fatigue, the dizziness, the poor concentration. Now, why do you think menopause has remained a silent issue, so to say? Because maternity leave is discussed, even paternity leave now, we have pronouncement. I think Lagos State actually recognizes paternity leave as well, if I remember rightly. But menopause, we hardly hear anything about it in the workplace.
Well, because that cultural stigma, the cultural and the stigma still exists. People don't want to talk about it. People think that it still remains a personal thing. And women don't want to grow old. They associate menopause to age, getting old. They associate menopause to low productivity. They associate menopause to weakness. And women don't want to feel weak.
So they tend to bottle it up. It's like we have a caller. I think we have a caller.
Hello, Sadiq.
Good evening.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Sadiq.
Yeah, this is Sadiq. So reporting live from Mobile in $1.
Okay.
It was earlier reported that there was a multiple accident. So I just want to confirm to you that right now the affected vehicles were lined up on one lane of the main carriageway, but due to the interference of men of Nigerian police force, they are being instructed to move their vehicles down to the nearby police station right now. Although 2 lanes are still open for vehicular flow and it's still impeding the flow of traffic, but it doesn't have much impact on the traffic flow. So it's about 7 vehicles that are affected in this accident. Right at Mobile in $1.
Okay.
So that is the update for now.
Thank you. Okay. All right. That was our motorbike live reporter Sadiq Yusuf reporting from the scene of the earlier reported accident around Otedola involving about 7 vehicles. That's exactly what is affecting the flow of traffic within that area. If you are coming, whether from Secretariat and or those even catching a glimpse from the other side of the road, you're caught up in that busy movement. But rest assured that all hands are on deck to get the accidented vehicles off the road. 2 lanes open for your movement right about now. All you need to do is cooperate with the traffic managers.
Thank you very much. I will, and I do pray there are no fatalities and that everyone involved in that accident is going to receive some relief. So that is our prayer while we go on to continue with our discussion, the silent face, why menopause awareness is a workplace safety issue. So Mosumola, you've told us quite a lot about symptoms, and I'm wondering, are there job types where menopause related safety risks are higher, where an error in judgment could actually affect lives?
Okay, as I said earlier on, every woman will go through this stage. And there are over 64 signs and symptoms. Everywhere, every job space that you see a woman, you are bound to be concerned about the safety. Let's talk about hotel.
Okay, that's the hospitality industry.
The hospitality industry.
Yeah.
A woman is affected negatively due to maybe hot flashes, insomnia, inability to sleep. She's exposed to that kind of hazard. So everybody needs to be aware to help those kind of people.
Okay. Now, what practical adjustments can organizations make to create a menopause-friendly work environment? For instance, even today, I was going to apply for some kind of bid, and on reading through the terms of reference, it was stated clearly, only women below 32 years of age are allowed to apply for this. So already there's discrimination. And I'm wondering to myself, what practical adjustments can organizations make to create that menopause-friendly work environment such that women who transition, who have stayed on the job for long, as they approach retirement, they go through menopause, they get to retirement age, they exit from the organization. How can that work space be a safe space, a space where they can thrive and still give their best?
Okay, the most important thing is, if you look at most companies in Nigeria, there's no policy. So
absolutely nothing.
Nothing. People don't even talk about menopause at all. So because there's no policy, there's no empathy, and there's no plan.
No plan. Let's just dwell on that. No policy, no empathy, nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
And then there's no plan.
There's no plan.
Learning and development professionals, human resource professionals, personnel managers, are you listening? No plan, no empathy, no responsibility whatsoever from the company. This is not good enough. Let's hear it more.
So the most important thing, apart from once the policy has been set, then we'll talk about all the facilities, the important facilities that these companies have to provide for the women that are working in their spaces.
Okay.
Every woman deserves to be comfortable.
Every worker, really?
Every worker. But you see, because we're talking about menopause.
Yes, that's right.
And we're peculiar, we're specific about women. The environment, the office environment must be conducive. If you put a woman in an environment, a woman that goes through hot flashes, and she's sweating from morning till night, and the environment there is not conducive, it is hurt. That woman
is not going to function.
She's not going to function.
She's not going to function.
She's
well.
going to produce less mistakes of herself.
Less productive.
She'll
and
be
all
less.
that.
Yes.
But I'm asking for a friend now because I can just read the question on the mind of some men. Do men go through menopause? They want to know.
Men actually go through menopause, and it's called andropause. I have seen men, so many of them, go through hot flashes.
My gosh. So it's
and some of the signs and symptoms are very similar. But you see, men don't come out to say,
I'm going through this
because we associate menopause to weakness.
I see. So this makes it a double jeopardy, ladies and gentlemen. menopause is being associated with weakness, associated with lower productivity, and already the discrimination is there, just as I mentioned, the age limits, the this, the that, and yet women who are middle-aged women who are done with the caring role, the caregiving role in their lives, their kids are now grown up. It's like they have a new lease of life and they're ready to work. Because they have less responsibilities to think about. But if the office environment is not clement, is not inviting, is not supportive, it appears as if they're not able to give their best.
They're not able to give their best.
That is so unfortunate. So in what ways can colleagues, and now we'll speak about both men and women, contribute to a safer and more understanding atmosphere? But just before you continue, let me remind Lagosians that you can call in 0809 9120777. In the alternative, you can dial 091 53877127. So let's hear you. In what ways can both men and women who are colleagues to a woman who's going through this insomnia, irritability, hot flushes, how can they support?
The most important thing is to get knowledge.
Hello.
Once you are
okay, I think we have a caller. Okay, so hello? Is this Elder Tewagbade? Good evening, sir.
Good evening, madam.
How are you today, sir?
Not bad.
All right, sir. So I
didn't worry you.
No, well, a little bit, but we thank God. It's showers of blessings all the way.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir. So we are talking about menopause, and my guest Musumola Dosumu has said it affects men too, and it's called andropause. So what is your take on this, sir? And do you have any question?
What I want to ask about is age.
Age, how early?
What does age play? What role does age play in women?
What? Sorry, I didn't get that question.
You don't get me?
Well, what you're saying is like, from what age do we have the onset of menopause? From what age? From about what age?
Okay.
And to add to this, is it the fatigue women go through sometimes that brings out the menopause?
Okay. I think our guest will explain better if I get you rightly, sir. You are asking from what age do we have the onset of menopause? And then secondly, this fatigue that women experience, you are asking if it's like a symptom of menopause. Okay.
Thank you very much, sir, for asking that question. The average age of women that go through menopause is mostly from 45. But what we call early menopause. Recently, we have discovered younger ladies going through menopause from the ages of 32, 33, and even 35.
Really?
And this can be due to environmental factors, genetic factors, and some people because of medication, cancer drugs. But most women, the average of women that go through menopause is maybe 51.
Okay, that should be like a mean, but you said
that's a mean.
You find some as early as 45.
Early as 45, and you have
even earlier too. Okay, like 33.
Yes.
That's supposed to be a woman of childbearing age.
More younger women are coming down
with menopause earlier
because of our lifestyles.
Because of the environment, the toxins and all.
We don't exercise.
Wow.
And some women, because of what their parents, their mom, because it's genetic.
Okay. So what's your story? Because it appears as if something must have driven you to take this, the step of raising awareness on this initiative.
Well,
if you don't mind.
Just like any other person, I used to think that menopause starts at 50, 51.
Exactly.
And my body system started to change at 42, and I was not aware. I'm sure your mom didn't tell you about menopause.
Nobody ever sat me down
I wasn't prepared
to tell me about menopause. I just find myself sweating, but I still told you earlier that I'm only 16, so I don't want to contradict myself on radio.
I have two lovely boys. I used to beat my children.
Wow.
Used to beat them mercilessly until one day my 9-year-old boy walked up to me and said, "Mom, you need help." And I thought to myself, why would a 9-year-old boy
come and tell you
come
that?
and tell me that I need
Children
help?
of nowadays. Okay.
And then as a don't let me say as a pharmacist. Well, I just thought to myself, why would this boy tell me I needed help? So I brought out my laptop, and the first thing that came to my mind was depression. So I went through the signs and symptoms of depression. Out of 15, I was going through 13.
Wow.
And that was how my journey started. I had 5 branches at 42. I had 5 branches of pharmacy. I lost practically almost everything.
That's right. You had a chain.
Yes, I had.
pharmacies.
So I worked. I couldn't manage the business.
Wow.
I didn't go to work for 2 years.
Wow.
I had crying spells. I had constipation. It was really bad. I had skin issues.
Thank God that's all gone now.
One day I just woke up with a dry, keratinized, dry, scaly, itchy skin. And I thought to myself, what will this be? But you see, I didn't go to the hospital. Just like any other woman, I thought I was being bewitched. And when I'm driving on 3rd Mainland Bridge, I will hear voices telling me, park your car and jump inside the ocean.
Oh my gosh.
Or when I'm cooking in the kitchen, I will hear a voice or something tell me, pick that knife and stab yourself. But you see, I didn't go to the hospital. But I kept praying and reading
and learning more
until one day I saw dry, scaly, itchy skin, one of the signs and symptoms of menopause. So I went back to work. And then women started coming to the pharmacy, and I started helping. Today we have
the knowledge you had acquired,
and today we have over 8,000 members on my WhatsApp group that we help from time to time.
Wow.
Right now, because we're talking about menopause in the workplace, hardly do you see companies talk about menopause. The level of ignorance is so high that even when women are not bringing out their best, nobody's interested. There's no empathy.
It's
because
just
they don't know.
They get ready to sack them.
Go.
They get ready to disengage without understanding.
There's
what
no
they're
knowledge.
going through.
So I think it's time companies need to talk more about menopause. They need to go engage themselves on more training. And then the older women need to have an open conversation
with the younger ones so that they can prepare them. But let's just take a minute. Taiwo, are we going to have an update? Because we are on the 9 minutes.
All right, you're still tuned to Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, and the program is still Safety Train. Recall that our motorbike live reporter Sadiq Yusuf called in earlier to give that traffic report, especially for those of you on Lagos Ibadan Expressway at this time heading towards Otedola. I understand there is a multiple accident there that is receiving attention. It's still, looking at the live cameras in the studio, it's still drizzling in some parts. Latif Jakonde, it's still drizzling within Latif Jakonde. I can see car wipers moving, and so please, you need to drive a caution. Drive within the specified speed limit. Most areas still looking wet. Please keep it within the speed limit.
Thank you very much, Taiwo. And we are at the end of our time on Safety Train this beautiful afternoon. I have been speaking with Musumola Dosumu on the topic, the silent face, why menopause awareness is a workplace safety issue. And I would like your final word, Musu, especially around promoting menopause awareness under the broader goals of health, safety, and gender inclusion at work. Give us a prescription for that as a pharmacist.
Thank you very much. It's all about knowledge.
Okay.
Once we are armed with knowledge, we'll be able to live above the menopause funk. Menopause is a new stage of life. Women thrive where there is knowledge, empathy, and love.
Thank you very much. Knowledge, empathy, and love. And on that note, it's been a wrap on Lagos on Safety Train, Lagos Traffic Radio. My name remains Fayo Williams, your safety Amazon. This program is brought to you by Rely Supply Limited, providers of first aid boxes and training. For brand promotion on radio or access to our services, you can call 0803 4030 366. I'll take that again. 0803 4030 366. Till I come your way again, I'll say via con Dios, which means go with God.